Hey everyone. I just finished interviewing our first guest interview that we're going to have for the Changemakers Collective, and I'm feeling so inspired, which is why I'm on video right now, because it has kind of reinvigorated me to really encourage everyone to not let this opportunity pass you up. The interview alone was so rich and so deep. We spoke about acceptance and forgiveness and self-control and moving through challenges and just it's 50 minutes of gold. So I just want to encourage you all to really take a look at what this collective is. It's $97. It includes the first book I've ever written. It's a journal that you write in and you use it for the whole year to really hold and keep all of your dreams and your planning in a really purposeful way and in one place. I'm teaching my system throughout the collective and in the book that I refer to as the fulfillment formula. And the one thing that I've really learned in my life and over the past decade of studying some of the most happy, successful, and what I consider success and happiness together, which is fulfillment. And this is not just success. When I speak about that, this isn't just they have created success on the outside, but they have done that from the inside out. And there are three things that again and again, if you study truly fulfilled people, if you watch their videos, if you watch their interviews, if you just see it, there's the pattern. They know what they want, they know who they are, and they know who their people are. So the process that I'm taking you through is not just this kind of generic, let's review our year past and let's make some goals for our future going forward. No, this is not like that at all. This is deep, deep work that's also presented in a really accessible and playful way with this incredible community that you'll have supporting you throughout the whole entire year. I mean, it's so good, you guys. When we talk about knowing what you want, this is within the fulfillment formula. It's broken down into four pieces, which I refer to as soul. So soul, the S stands for standards of integrity. The O stands for objectives of life. The U stands for unlearning limiting beliefs, and the L is life design. So through that system, through that framework, we're able to really dive deep into what it is we really want, who we really are, and who our people are in a way that is not just kind of on the surface, because we can very much on the surface answer that question. It's probably not going to change much in your life. But if you really dive deep into this, really designing the life you want to most live, but not just painting some generic picture of what do I want, but diving deep into what you want, who you need to become to actually create that, why you want that, who are the people that inspire you to rise up to that potential, who are the people, the influencers in your life, the supporters in your life in that way. It goes so deep and really gives you really powerful tools to make this happen. When we look at knowing who you are, this is your character, this is your values, this is the unique parts of you that will allow you to contribute to others in a meaningful way that will give you deep purpose in your life. I was actually just watching, which this is a great resource for you all if you're not familiar with it, but Lewis Howes, really interesting man. He's got a ton of free resources too online. And one of them is kind of a podcast. It's also, you can watch the video of it called The School of Greatness. And he puts out, I think he's one of the best interviewers ever. And he was just interviewing this author, name slips my mind. But what I remember so profound about it, because Lewis Howes has created great success for himself. He makes tons of money. He's in incredible physical shape. He's in an incredible partnership. He has incredible friends. He interviews some of the most incredible, fascinating people in the world. He does what he loves. He contributes so much to the world. You could just go, go, go. And what he was saying is that there was a point in his life after creating all of this success, all of this external success, and he's even in the personal development range world, so he knows, right? And he said, I literally wrote down, he said that a lot of what allowed him to get to that success is proving all the people in his past who had not believed in him or who had hurt him, or, he was proving them wrong. So that was fuel for a while, but then he said at some point it just stopped working. And he really realized that he was still suffering inside, even though with his external life, he had proved people wrong. See, I am capable. I can be successful, all of this stuff. But at some point he realized, but I'm still suffering inside. And then his words were, I realized I wasn't fulfilled. And so that's why I call this the fulfillment formula. This is really about diving deeper so that we don't just create success, but we create true fulfillment from the inside out. And for him, he said one thing that drastically changed, besides going and doing some really deep work and starting to share himself more vulnerably, is he stopped has come from stop being from how can I prove people wrong that I'm good enough, but it shift to how can I lift others up. But we can't come from that place if we don't know who we are. We can't come from that place if we're not vulnerable first. And so this community, this collective, I'm starting this because I want us all to come together and close the year really lit up, really inspired, and really feeling like, you know what? Actually, for the first time, I feel like when people say anything is possible, I'm feeling that because I now have some sort of roadmap to hold me accountable for who I am being and how I am showing up. And I tell you guys, once you start moving from that place, the outcome, of course, we still want to create certain external outcomes, but the fulfillment comes from you are honoring who you are. You're showing up day after day as someone that you admire. And this changes everything. So I really encourage you, go check it out. It's ambercampion.com. You can go there and then just right there on that homepage, it'll say learn more, and it's going to take you to the page all about the collective. Like I said, it's $97. This includes the 4-week experience, all the bonus stuff, the interviews. Some of you used to take yoga with me and loved it. I'm going to have yoga classes. They're only available in this collective. I think some of you would come to my workshops and pay $50, $60 to spend an hour with me, and there'll be more than an hour of yoga there. So there's the book I wrote, the Fulfillment Formula Journal and Companion Planner, plus the year-long community. We even will get together as a group once every quarter to kind of review. So what was challenging? What was difficult? Where are we with our goals? Do things need to shift? And just reevaluate and reconnect, which is incredibly powerful to have that community and to have that support of like-minded people. That alone is worth it to me. All right, you guys, love you so much. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you in the collective. I promise you it'll be so worth it. And it starts really soon. It starts November 27th. And for those of you who are like, oh, but time, no worries. There's replays for everything. So if you can't follow along live, you're going to have that there in the clubhouse, and you can watch all of this stuff at your own time. All right, you guys, see you later.